Hi, welcome to In the Workshop. I'm David. Join me in a second and find out why I wet myself. So yeah, I unlocked the workshop just a short while ago. I just came in here, and lately it's been in the minus temperature range, so like -5, even getting down as much as -7. But now it's getting a bit milder. I think it's about 11 or 12 today, which feels lovely. So I haven't had to light the fire, and then I noticed the roof bulging down and felt, and there was water, so there must have been water get in there and then freeze, and then it's thawed out. And it's a shame I didn't have the camera going, because you would have liked it. So I pushed the bulge that's up above me here. It was bulging right down, so I thought, what I'll do, because I think I know that there was a bit of a leak over the top of here, because above this I've got a tray running out to a pipe that runs outside. And I thought I'd push all the water out of here. So I lifted it up and it all poured out of here and here. And it completely drenched me. So you can see I'm all wet up here. All my head was wet and my glasses. And I'll show you the floor. There was loads of water. So it's a shame I didn't get that on camera for you. I've got a few jobs that I've got to do today. See if I can get them done. The first one is over here. So I just quickly want to replace the fire cement on here, because with this expanding and contracting, it's slowly breaking up. So I just want to put some new on there. And then the next jobs after that is this. So for my next project, I want to be able to plane this down. This is some wood that I milled up. I want to be able to stick that through this planer thicknesser that's under here. Now this planer thicknesser, I think I've only used it once. It's just been tucked up under here with all that lot on top of it. But what I want to do is clear this out, put wheels on this, and be able to wheel that down the workshop to the door, so that we can plane just at the doorway, so all the dust and muck goes outside the door. But I've got this to sort out as well. So everywhere else I've put pallet wood in to sort of fix the floor, apart from this bit. So I've got this bit to sort. This sinks down here. So there's a big dip in the floor here, because it's only like loft boards. So like chipboard stuff. So gradually as it's got damp, it's sagged down. So I'm just going to fix this for a start while I remember, because I haven't got the fire going, because it's like I say, it's a bit milder today. Then sort this out, find some pallet wood to fix that, and then dig that out and get some wheels on it. I tell you, it was like the ice bucket challenge when that water poured down on me. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get it on camera. And like I say, the temperature's not bad at the minute, so over the next few days it's not going to be freezing, so it shouldn't affect that while it's drying. So I have to dampen round here before I put the new cement on. Now I could take my sweatshirt off and wipe it with my sweatshirt because that's lovely and damp, but I've just got some condensation and some wet from the roof on this paper towel, so I'll just dampen the area. Okay, we'll leave that and I'll just go and wash my hands and then we'll get on with the floor. So we'll go and see if we can find some pallet wood. I think there might be some in the shed next door. We'll go and have a look and then we can get on with that. As you can see, I couldn't just walk into the shed because it's that jam-packed with rubbish, well, all sorts. But I could only find a few bits of pallet wood that are of the thickness that I want, because most of it in there is thinner stuff. But we might be able to do something with these. Oh, that multi-tool's loads happier with this 12 volt battery. This is a 4 amp hour one. So we got that up. So that's good. I think there's a mummified mouse here. Is that supposed to be lucky? Or is it cats in the walls? We'll leave him here. Let's stick him in that hole. You stay in there. Right, so that chipboard can be broke up and we can burn that on the fire so we don't waste it. I'll clean these steps up and then we'll put pallet wood, or the wood we've got, across here. That should do the trick. you might notice that the first piece I cut isn't even here. That's because of a plunker and I cut it too short. So it was one of them moments where I see what it should be, but your brain tells you something else. So I had to cut another piece. That'll do. So I think what I'll do now is I'll go for a shower, not a workshop shower, a real shower, and shut up everywhere, and then come back in the morning and then get on with making the planer thicknesser mobile to get it down here. So join me in a second. Morning. So we're back in here this morning. So I've been out and had a look at the roof and I can't find anything obvious. I'll just keep an eye on that. Right, so we're on to the planer thicknesser. Decided to light just a little tiny fire in there to try and warm that up and dry it out, because I think the instructions on that recommend that as well. Just taking it steady. You can see why I could do with some wheels on it, because it's quite a big lump to move around. So trying to fit something onto there to make it a bit easier would be loads better, and it might get a bit more use then. I still haven't forgotten about the video that I'm going to do about learning to TIG weld. I will still get round to doing that. These are the casters I'm going with. They haven't got a brake, but they're what I've got. And I don't want to use little ones because I want them quite big to be able to run along this uneven surface and not get stuck. So we'll use them. But I don't think there'll be a problem with not being a brake, because all I'm going to do is run it all the way to the end of the workshop. There's a lip on the doorway at the end of the workshop, so I'll be going straight to that and hitting that, and when I'm pushing the wood through, it'll be pushing against that anyway, so it shouldn't move when I'm using it. So what I'm going to use is my offcut of old tabletop. So I'll be able to make a nice flat base with that. Well, flat-ish. I'm going to fit these casters on with machine screws. So I've got some machine screws like that, and then just them roofing bolts. The reason being is just them 2 machine screws should hold each of them in place, but I'll just put them in as well. I don't want to use all my machine bolts up, and I don't want to use all my roofing screw things up. So that's why I'm using a mix of both. But like I say, I think even just 2 of these machine bolts would hold them in place. And that one. Right, so this is quite a height on its own, but I did have a look at this when it was under there, under the cupboard, and there was quite a good height on it, so I have just checked and it does fit, luckily. Right, I think it's best if I get that onto there before I secure that to that, rather than doing it all up there and having to lift the whole lot down. Good. Let's wheel this back away, out the way. Oh, that's easy to wheel. So I'm going to skewer it down with some strapping, I'll show you. Right, so on here we've got some spaces above the feet. So my idea is to use some of this metal strapping stuff that they use for, I think electricians use it and all sorts. But I've got some small pieces here, so I might not have to cut any more bits. My idea is to go through and then just screw either side, so then that will be fixed to the wood. Right, let's see how easy it is to get it where we want it. Nice. Yeah, that seems to be fine. I've got no problem with working at that height. The little thicknesser I've got at work I use right on the floor, so yeah, that'll be no problem, because I don't do big large amounts of wood at any one time. So let's see how easy it is to put away. But yeah, that's great. I think I'll just probably have some wedges that are just stick in there while it's sat there. So that's it for this video. I know it was only a quick one, but we got some jobs done that I wanted to do for ages. So at least we're prepared, ready for the job in the new year, which we'll be using this wood that I milled up. So anyway, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you like the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, that'd be great. And all there is to say is I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a great holiday. And I'll see you in the new year. Take care.